Here's the secret to how I got so good at using human design, and it's not what you would expect. I'm a self-taught, throw away the directions and kind of just build the Lego creation based off the cover kind of guy. I didn't study with the Jovian Archive, I didn't go and get a certification, I just looked for the best real-world application of human design, which at the time was an application. Back when I was first learning about human design, this was the only app that was available. I've nicknamed it Papyrus since then. And while it gets the job done, it's kind of ancient in terms of functionality, UI, aesthetic, information, etc. Now, this is not the app that I would recommend you use today. I'll tell you about the one I use later, but I wanted to show you this because this was my secret weapon, that new chart button. Instead of trying to learn everything about human design, what I did was just start to take inventory of the people in my lives and what their design was. I started paying attention to whether or not people were living in their signature or manifesting their not self, especially in my friends. Now, I loved human design so much, but I didn't want it to become this heady study session where I just had to try and learn a whole new language in a couple months. I wanted to give myself some time to see it unfold in front of me. And this mobile app, this piece of technology made it possible. Now, there is definitely a new kid on the block. Neutrino Design is the app that I would recommend you get. The aesthetic is way cleaner. The information is wildly more up to date and more digestible and just makes more sense. The user interface is insane and there's a lot of features in here that are not in here. Now, to further expand on my whole secret weapon thing, it's this. It's having a list and knowing the designs of the people that are closest in my life, and also strangers for that matter. This allows you to be a lot more strategic and intentional with your relationships. When I found a generator, I would ask myself, what satisfies this person? What activities do we engage in together that are satisfying for them? And are those activities actually satisfying for me, or am I just doing them because they're satisfying for the other person? For the projectors in my life, I started thinking about what I was inviting them into and whether or not I actually wanted them to take a guiding role or I just didn't want to be alone. I started to accept more of the manifester energy in my friends as well, thinking oh, I'm not going to try and initiate on them. I'm not going to try and start stuff with them. I'm just going to let them come to me. And guess what happened? Once I started doing this, a lot of the people that I knew, unfortunately, got replaced by different people. And it's not because they were bad people. They were wonderful people, but they were less in harmony with me than the new people that showed up in my life. Simply because I used technology to give myself permission to raise my standards and be more intentional about the way that I relate with the people in my life, especially people that were really close to me. I used the app itself to learn about composites, taking two charts and marrying them together and seeing what the overlapping energies are like. Within the app itself, you can literally interact with pretty much everything that you're seeing on screen. So if you seriously love human design and you intend to use it on a daily basis, go download Neutrino Design. My mission is to make this stuff as affordable, accessible, and efficient as possible. And so I've partnered with Neutrino Design to get you guys 25% off. Now, the normal subscription to Neutrino Design is super affordable. It's like $36 for the entire freaking year. But the link in my website will bring it down to $26. I guarantee you're not going to find a cleaner app at a better deal than Neutrino Design, and I know because I've looked. Visit ReikiMarco.com or click the link in my bio to download Neutrino Design today.